humility and patience. I was doing real life renovation, and though I made mistake on occasion, I bounce back, I'm a one-man nation. Proactive, no procrastination. I avoid limitation, I ain't affected by inflation. Outside everyday dedication. Alright, welcome to another episode of the Neuro Health Show. I hope you're well, I hope your family's well, and I hope your friends are well. Check on your friends and family, man. It's important. Make sure that they're doing well physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Now, this episode, we're going to get a little bit deeper. A lot of people go through pain, and their first instinct is to find a way to escape the pain. Little do you know, by escaping the pain, depending on how you escape it, all you're doing is delaying your healing process. The best thing to do when it comes to pain and you start to feel it is to sit in it. You gotta sit in your pain. Feel the emotions, whether it's anger, fear, stress, depression, whether you're not feeling loved. Whatever feeling you're feeling, you have to sit in it. Be aware. And when I say be aware, I mean understand what it is that you're feeling. Understand what the emotion is that you're feeling. Understand what part of your body hurts. Do you feel pain in your heart? Is it in your chest? Is it in your stomach? Is it in your brain? You have to sit in that pain. Because if you keep trying to escape the pain, like I said, all you're doing is delaying the process. And what can end up happening as well, trying to escape the pain leads to doing things that cause more damage in the long run. I'll use myself for an example. Sometimes when I was feeling pain, and it doesn't matter what kind of pain, stress, anger, sadness, hurt, betrayal, depression, probably said stress, because that one was dark still. But yeah, when I would feel those types of pain, the first thing I would do was rush to try and escape it. How would I escape it? It would either be through sugar, bare sugar, countless amounts of sugar. Countless amounts. We're talking chocolates, chocolate bars, sweets, pastries, sugar-coated pastries, chocolate-filled this, cakes, the whole shebang. A man would be running through them, all types of sugary snacks. That was one way I would escape the pain. The other way is smoking. All types of trees. All types of trees. That one there, that was probably one of my biggest escapes at the time when I would feel that pain. Another way that I would try and escape the pain was through sex, trying to release some tension. Another way was through corn, watching corn, pornographic images, pornography. Another way was through animals, eating all types of fast food, burgers, chicken wings, this, that, you name it. If it's on, what's it called? Uber Eats, them sites there, fast food, I'm using that to escape pain. And I'm doing all of these regularly, sometimes all of them in a day. Little did I know, by me trying to do that, all I was doing was, first of all, prolonging my healing process by always trying to escape it. And second of all, I'm damaging myself in the future. And all that does is causes more pain. It's a revolving door. You feel pain, you go overload with sugar, and then on the come down of the sugar, you feel guilty, you feel remorseful, which causes more pain. And that's just how the cycle goes. But you can put anything in that cycle because it's the same thing. Sometimes I would eat myself till I can't eat no more. And then I'd feel guilty, feel remorseful, and it'll end up with me feeling more pain. And then I'll go again. Sometimes it would be corn. Feeling guilty, feel remorseful, then I'll go again. Sometimes it'll be smoking. Smoking so much till I'm out of my head. And then I feel guilty, feel remorseful, then I go again. It's a cycle. And this is why the best way to get out of that cycle is to sit in that pain. Make it known that you're not going to let this feeling dictate your next move. You're not going to let this feeling dictate your next step. You sit in that pain. You become aware of it. You become aware of what hurts. Where does it hurt? Why does it hurt? Once you start to understand where these triggers come from, it's the first stage to overcoming them. So it's no surprise that I started SAS mode. If you're not familiar with SAS mode, it's no sugar, no alcohol, no animals, no smoking, no sex. It's no surprise that I started that. Why? Because all I'd done was took out all those things that I was putting into that revolving door. I took them all out. And it wasn't easy. I say it like it was easy, but it wasn't easy. There would be times that I really wanted to smoke, but I had to speak to myself and ask myself, do you want this temporary feeling of being high more than you want this prolonged feeling of feeling good? Do you want this temporary feeling of being high more than the things you want to achieve in life? Do you want this temporary feeling of releasing your seed more than the things you want to achieve in life? I had to ask myself these questions. And I decided that the things that I wanted to achieve in life took priority over sugar and feeling comforted by the sweetness of sugar. It took priority over sex and the feeling of releasing your seed. It took priority over smoking and the feeling of being high. It took priority over animals and the feeling of eating comfort food. I wasn't much of a drinker, so it was naturally always going to take priority over alcohol and the feeling of being drunk and in a different state. I had to make that decision. There was times where it would hurt. I would be feeling pain. You know, cold turkey. If you followed me on Snap, you would have saw the whole journey from SAS mode day one. Cold turkey. That's how we were running it. And yeah, you see my posts daily. And yes, sometimes I would mention about the withdrawal symptoms, but man really went through it. I really went through the withdrawal symptoms. And I could have ran to go do different things that could have caused me more damage in the long run. But no, what I decided to do was sit in that pain. Literally, the way that you see me sitting now was the way I would sit down when those withdrawal symptoms started kicking in. And I'd be aware. What's hurting right now? Oh, I feel it in my chest. Oh, my heart's hurting today. But yeah, we're going to get more into it as we progress. We're going to speak more on the importance of sitting in your pain instead of trying to escape it, because it's a must. But yeah, that's all for today. We're going to leave it there. If this has helped you, you know what to do. And if you think this can help someone else, again, you know what to do. And remember, a healthy man has many goals, but a sick man only has one. Brat, bat, boom.